rocked by rape.
It wasn't perfect, but it was music.
He had a voice that almost everyone in America recognized.
Now, there's nothing in the world like making your own music.
Let's all try it.
When we listen to a record or tape,
And with a razor blade, cut up and splice together the best passages.
You can even start making things of your own.
And I'll make it myself.
here are a few samples you're probably acquainted with.
Sex and drinking binges, hooked on drugs, rocked by rape.
Let's tie all of these sentences together, and it should sound something like this.
Sex, drugs, and rocked by rape.
There. How'd you like that?
Horrible.
It's faster.
It's modern.
That'll make all this front page news go and go and go.
Now, let's listen to some different sounds all at one time. Let's open our ears real wide.
Warning inflation, dead in their tracks, taxes, abortion, war, casualty. He lied, controversial deception and recrimination. Worldwide ban, tone-deaf people, deadly, alert, explosive fears, bomb, violence, gunman killed a tourist, fighting anti-drug DEA, cancer, drug abuse, violence, bombings, fatal shooting, truck bomb, killed, wounded, semi-automatic handgun, wild and woolly emergency, fire damage, irritation, persecuted, anti-fatal shooting rampage, criminal murder, gridlock, government shutdown, bitter collision warning alarms, collapses, desperation, despair, deep into debt, punishing murder, lying, fraudulent drug thugs, narcotics, assassins, fight, battle, deaths, victims, damage, even death. Starved, mountains of credit card debt, deeper and deeper into debt, sexual harassment, rape, criminal fight, dead anti-government protests, a love triangle, prisons. The gangs rule. Nazi war criminals, the hidden Nazis next door. Police brutality, notorious crime, murder, dying of a heart attack, dying of breast cancer. Bizarre, brutal, abuse, torched, murder, killer, disease, warriors, damaging, critical bombing, serious problems, bombing. Contaminated, blood drops, dissidents, abuses, criminal, negative issues, extortion, murderer, chemical weapons, accidents, killing himself, police conspiracy, kill, death, dramatic urban torture, drunk driving, hostage siege, police tanks, rude gestures, Marxist rebels, gunfire, war, chemical weapons threat, terrorists, dangerous, died, killed, freak accident, heart-wrenching controversy, death, prison term, murders, garbage, cancer. Uproar, truck bomb killed, frustrated, FBI, mean streets, terrorists, hostages, hungry, homeless kids, orphans, urban jungle, magnetic radiation, failure, isn't he dead? Drugs, sure killer, punitive damages, fraud, spoiled, unsanitary, hard-hitting losers, murdered, attention police, hooked on drugs, police state, lawlessness, mayhem, castigation, reprimand, low ethics, overwhelming, a liar and an unremorseful killer. A killer, murder, extortion and murder, the Unabomber, chemical terrorism, mysterious murder, ransom note, death penalty, inflation, exploded, shooting death, crime, gunned down, shooting, organized crime, tragedy, pressure, controversial, ground zero, and war, nuclear bomb, dangerous radiation, Cold War, atomic bomb radiation experiments, hundreds of them, military, unwitting test subjects, danger. U.S. warplane went down in flames, U.S. military. Plane crashed, World War bombing Japanese military targets. American military bones, bomber. Fatal crash like that on butcher paper. Sex attack, FBI indictment, died, death, unemployment, communist economic collapse, anti-government protesters, Communist Party, security concerns, murder, caution, ransom note, police deaths. Battling emergency, disaster, no known survivors. Crash, blinding, no way. Horrible. 140 million people in all. Fatalities, forbidding the Oklahoma City bombing. Notorious murder, outlawed international smuggling pipeline. Punishment, the flaming debris. Crash, ethically damaged, prison, disaster, murdered, driving drunk, killed, cuts, struck and killed, controlled, serious crime victim. Stress injuries, inflation. Make it faster, better, cheaper. Victims and how they die. CIA, the National Security Council. Murdering a man, death, stress, fatal heart attack, funeral victims, the mountain of cocaine. Discrimination, racist, massive lawsuit. Threat, criminal, risky, starving, hostage, militias, ethnic war. Sexual misconduct, rocked by rape, sexual assault, CIA narcotics operations, conspiracy tons of cocaine, crack cocaine, communist spy, crisis, desperate, dangerous, tragedy, hell on earth, discipline, sex and drinking binges, chemical weapons, cancer, death rate, chronic illness, military, fleeing for their lives, ethnic warfare, murder, attacks, a tide of violence and human misery, horrible negative attacks, a plane crash set an entire neighborhood on fire, health risk, killing children, killed, dive, killer,